Hello everyone, I'm Brittany Hendricks and I'm here to talk to you about simple ways to live your life happily. Life, L-I-F-E, is just a simple four-letter word that holds so much meaning. Every human being has the honor to say they have a life to live. So, how do you choose to live your life? This is a question that many people ponder yearly, monthly, and even daily. I believe that there are multiple ways someone can live a meaningful and happy life. Some people may value work, while others focus more on family. Regardless of those options, I believe that being open minded, virtuous, and humble can guide people in how to live life blissfully. To begin, let's look at the open minded individual. This is someone who is willing to consider new ideas and is unprejudiced. Wouldn't that be great if everyone was not judgmental? Well, of course. In regards to the open-minded person, in May of last year, General Mills Cheerios featured a mixed-race family in its commercial, not expecting the negative backlash it received. After this ad appeared on YouTube, it generated 1,000+ comments, mainly consisting of negative and harsh feedbacks. The company had to block comments the next day due to mortifying responses to the commercial. There are so many people that believe this commercial was unacceptable, but why? As of now, 15% of the United States population is of biracial background, and this percentage is currently growing. If more people would accept this statistic instead of fighting against it, it would lead to a more welcoming society. There are many other things, such as sexuality, freedom of speech, and other aspects that people, especially those who are narrow-minded, have a hard time considering. So, how does one become more open-minded? Well, actually, it's quite simple. First off, you need to be understanding of people's background, of their point of view. Also, you need to realize that not everything is as clear cut as right and wrong. And lastly, it is important to push your body and brain. Experiencing something that you haven't considered before can benefit how you see things. Similarly to the open minded person, being virtuous can benefit your lifestyle in a positive way. Having a high moral stance for who you are and how you live is something people should strive for. In other words, being virtuous is simply being an overall good person. So, can you think of someone that is a virtuous individual? Maybe? Possibly? Well, the first thing that usually pops into people's heads are religious figures, such as God. But have you ever thought of someone or some other character? Well, I did. Even though it might sound silly, I think of Captain America, a Marvel character. Simply put, Cap embodies many of the classical virtues that have been important to us since the days of ancient Greeks, such as honesty, courage, loyalty, perseverance, and perhaps, the most important in his case, honor. I am not sure how similar or how many people have an understanding of Cap, but he undoubtedly portrays a virtuous person. How does he and others stay or become virtuous, you may ask? Well, for starters, be compassionate. Happiness comes from your own actions and how you value yourself and the people around you. Happiness is just happiness, so why wouldn't you want to be happy? Also, giving back, in other words, or doing good things, is something else that can be of a positive value. Like Aristotle said, virtuousness begins with the thinking process. Then it is analyzed, followed by placing oneself in appropriate situations, and ending by doing good deeds. Being an open-minded and virtuous individual is truly remarkable, and so is being humble. Humbleness is all about showing or having modesty, and this can benefit individuals' life in a positive way. There are a lot of people who brag about many things they have and can make others feel very unimportant, and vice versa. So, can you think of a selfless person in your life? You probably can because I know I did. My stepfather, Troy Bresco, has been a part of my life since I was 11 years old. He took me under his wing and never asked for anything in return. I consider this man to be my father and me his daughter. He is so selfless about his life and his accomplishments. There are many other people all over the world that put themselves before others, and it is truly amazing. So how do you show humbleness? Much like becoming more open-minded and virtuous, there are some simple ways. Try avoiding taking credit for things. For instance, you don't need to broadcast to everyone that you got an A on a test or that you met some rock star. Instead, praise others for their accomplishments. Also, admitting that you made a mistake or that your mistakes are bad can lead to a good practice overall. Being an humble individual can aid everyone to living a happier and more meaningful life. It is putting others before yourself and benefiting from the goodness that you do. Overall, being more open-minded, virtuous, and humble can benefit your life as well as others. There are many ways to live, and I choose to live it simply. Instead of being closed-minded, unethical, and selfish, share your love to the world. If you can be happier by making others feel good, then why wouldn't you? I hope that these simple ways of living life have helped you look at life, or at least think about it differently. Thank you for listening and have a great rest of your day.